What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be putting together an arcade stick using the Paradise arcade board featured on my last video. So these are the things that you need. First of all, you have some kind of stick case, somewhere to put your stick and whatever button layout you want. You need some 22 or 20 gauge stranded wire, some more stranded wire if you're going to color code your ground wires, wire strippers, Phillips head screwdriver, a tiny flathead screwdriver, a bigger flathead screwdriver for tightening your joystick. Depending on what joystick you have, you'll need some kind of wiring harness for it. Your joystick, ball top, quick disconnects, that's always an option. You can also solder in the connections or, wrap them around the buttons, however you want to do it, but definitely recommend this if you want to be able to change things out quickly. You never know when you might want to change your board or something else or a button. Your Paradise arcade board, of course you can use any PCB that works whatever system you're using. I got a ground daisy chain here, which I'd recommend making a daisy chain to keep things a little bit cleaner. I've already started to make some of these quick disconnect cables, buttons, some kind of USB cable. I'm going to Frankenstein these two together in this case. And then you might need a hot glue gun depending on what case you're using. In this case, I'm not using a hot glue gun at all. That'd be to mount your PCB somewhere. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here we're starting to mount the joystick. This is going to mount on the support panel of the tech case. For a full install video on installing and putting together the tech case, go over to Art's Hobbies, techinnovations.com. I'll put the link down in the description as well, so you can see where that is. I have a friend helping me out because, why not? He's there. He's actually the guy I'm building the stick for. He's lending a helping hand while I put this thing together. So screw those in. There's some spacers that have to go in. I always like to face the harness to the right, basically, so it's always to the right when I flip over my joystick. That way I always know which way is up, down, left, right, because I've always done sticks that way, and when I've bought sticks they come that way, so why not keep doing it that way? Might have to change depending if I'm in a smaller case or something like that, but in this case it's going to work. So we put the support panel in the case. Here's a top panel going on. We're going to screw the whole thing on. Make sure we didn't forget any steps there. No, we didn't. So screwing all four posts in. My buddy lending a helping hand. And then after that, we're going to get ready and put in all the buttons. It's worth noting here that I put down something soft. In this case, it's basically a giant desk mat. This is just so that I don't scratch up the plexi. I would do the same if I was doing wood or plastic or anything else I'm working on. It just keeps it from getting scratches. Some of you know who that is there. So top panel's on. Starting to snap the buttons in. Really easy. Only thing here, just make sure they're all facing the same way. It just makes the wiring a little bit cleaner and easier. I just like to turn them around. I look at the Sanwa logo. Make sure that's facing down. And then pop them all in the same way. We got 3 blue buttons, and then we got 1 blue button with a black rim. And we're getting ready to put the last one in. And what do we got next? We got a joystick to put in, of course. Pretty sure I forgot to put the dust washer in the first time, but it happens. And it looks good. That's the first time I realized what this thing actually looked like put together. When you're ordering parts online to build something, you never know what it actually looks like until you, unless you're going to do a render beforehand. But I don't have the Photoshop skills to get that done, or at least yet. So we're about to flip it over. Of course, I like to play clickety-clackety on the buttons a little bit, see how it feels. Big fan of the Vulux setup. I've been using that since I started using joysticks, so I kept it that way. This initially was supposed to be for me, but ended up going to a buddy. So here comes the bottom panel. I'm going to take the thing off, and we're going to get ready to mount the PCB. This particular case comes with a PCB holder, so it's actually got somewhere where you can put the thing. So that's what we're going to basically play with it, depending on what your setup is, figure out where your buttons are going to go. I finally figured out, hey, this is where it's going to go. I had mounted it wrong the first time. Second time is the charm, right? So I put it in. That just popped right in. I got a daisy chain built ahead of time. That's basically got all 6 of my face buttons on. Actually, 8 of my face buttons on there. I left room to add the last 2 buttons on it. So for the new people out there building joysticks, you should know that on this particular PCB, it's common ground. Most of them that are built for making your own stick are that way. Sometimes when you take apart a controller, it works a little differently. But basically, you can build one wire that connects the one ground port on whatever PCB you're using. So this one's going to basically screw right into the terminal. Make sure you unscrew the terminal out so you can actually fit it in there. So you got to go out and then in. And you can run it to every single one of your buttons. Joystick has got its own ground, and at the end I'm going to add a little extra cable to go to the 2 buttons up top there. So now we're going to start putting in our harness for the joystick. The black goes on the top for a Sanwa joystick. Samitsu, it's the other way around. Basically, they're interchangeable, but this is somewhere where a lot of people get thrown off, including myself sometimes, even though I try to build them the same way each time. So I'm going to help you with a little guide that shows you where all the directions should be wired. I didn't build this guide. I found that on the internet. Thank you whoever's providing it. I know it's been around for years because I've used it, I know, like 8 years ago when I was wiring the thing up for the very first time. So let's hop on over to that. So this will show you your different wiring diagrams depending on which direction you're facing, left, right, up, down. And then if you're using a Sanwa or Samitsu joystick. And I wanted to make it a little bit clearer for those that have never done this before. This is what we have on the specific Sanwa. So from top to bottom, when we mount to the right, it's black, green, yellow, orange, red. So ground, right, left, up, down. So here we're going to put the thing back in now that we know which directions go where. On the Paradise Breakout board, it's very clearly labeled. You can't miss it. It says up, down, left, right, ground. They're all right next to each other, so basically the whole harness goes to the same spot. So we're getting this ready to start mounting the buttons now. And what you should know, basically, it's going to say 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch, 4 punch on the PCB. And we're basically going to mount each button directly to wherever it says that. So you see me starting with the upper right button, that's 1 punch. Move to the left, it's 2 punch. Move to the left again, it's 3 punch. Move to the left, it's 4 punch. Go down, you got 1 punch, 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick, 4 kick. And it's all very clearly labeled on the PCB, so there's no way you could possibly mess it up. But I'm going to pull up a picture here real quick so you can see where everything goes. Okay, as you can see, I labeled everything here. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick, 4 kick. Simple as that. Just wire everything up to the PCB. So here we go. We're going to finish this up. Just wiring the rest of the stuff. I'm also making some quick disconnects because I didn't make all of them ahead of time because I wasn't sure exactly what lengths I would need or anything else like that. So I figured just save that until the last moment, and we did. And guys, just so you know, I bought all my equipment at 3 shops: ParadiseArcadeShop.com, FocusAttack.com, and techinnovations.com. Check them all out. All good shops where you can get some gear. When I bought this stuff, everyone was pretty much short-handed on everything. I wanted to put some clear buttons in this, but we ended up putting the regular buttons in here. So I hope you enjoyed the build video. That's pretty much it. We're going to put the bottom cover on it and get ready for a reveal. I didn't do the best wiring job on this one because I was kind of in a rush. This guy basically, I built it and he took it right out of here, so I didn't even get the chance to take really pro photos either. Here we go. Alright guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hit like if you liked the video. Let me know if you have any additional questions on how to build these things. I do have more build videos coming. Also let me know if you have any suggestions for something that you think I should do. Hit subscribe if you want to learn some more about building some stuff. Let's see what other kind of fun stuff we can get into. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.